Hello there, everybody. This is Mel Allen. Baseball's pennant races are hot off the presses. Milwaukee jolted as a Brewers streak is stopped short of passing a pair of legends, all of whose exploits made a sensation across the nation. A Boston bulletin heralds the sweet season of a Red Sox veteran whose defense was always the talk of the town, and these days his hitting is an even hotter topic. An exclusive in this week's edition, an umpire brings back the fairness doctrine to present his side of the argument in a lively editorial reply. A Philadelphia story gets a quick rewrite in hopes of making the October deadline. So spread the word. We've got all the news that's fit to print, coast to coast, wall to wall, coming right up on This Week in Baseball. Now in our second decade.
Hi, I'm Joe Torre. I watch This Week in Baseball for a couple of reasons. I'm a broadcaster. It helps me keep up with the rest of the major leagues. Plus, I really enjoy watching it. It's a lot of fun.
Time to get on the ball with some of baseball's most celebrated hitting streaks. Then and now. Paul Molitor's thrilling hitting streak came to an end at 39 games. During the sensational performance, which began in mid-July, Molitor was the focus of national attention.
It's nice the higher you go, naturally, but when you talk about in comparison to, what the record is and everything else, it's really not that significant. Those numbers still seem far away out there. I'm still taking that one day at a time approach.
Pete Rose is one of only 5 others to compile a longer streak. On June 14, 1978, Rose snapped out of a slump to get 2 hits. A month later, he still hadn't gone a single game without one.
Driven into left center field, Gary Maddox can't get it, base hit. Rose is hit safely in 40 consecutive days. He bunts. He's got it. Look at him. Number 41 straight. Base hit 42 straight games. Pete Rose is hit safely. Base hit. He did it. 43 in a row for Rose.
On July 31st in Atlanta, Rose tied Wee Willie Keeler's 81-year-old record by hitting in his 44th consecutive game. The next night, Larry McWilliams held Rose hitless in 4 at-bats. Now, Pete's last chance came against Gene Garber in the 9th, but there the streak ended at 44. To the irrepressible Rose, though, that only meant time to start another.
What we got left now? 56 games. That's what we got left on the season now. I wouldn't want to do that. I would go crazy all winter.
56, of course, referred to Joe DiMaggio's all-time record streak. Though it brought much notice in 1941, it surely would cause a sensation today.
The media is entirely different now. There's more TV and, of course, possibly a lot more radio. All we had to contend with at that time was newspapers and magazines.
Still, in compiling baseball's longest hitting streak, DiMaggio did have to contend with the media. But it was Yankee teammate Lefty Gomez who helped deflect the attention from DiMaggio.
The thing I remember about Lefty was during my streak of 56 games, I was being bothered not only by the media, but by the fans alike. Nice of them to do all of this, but of course to also made me quite nervous to be getting all this attention. And it was he that came to the front and handled all those things for me. He was just wonderful.
Thanks to Gomez's help, DiMaggio set the standard. And since then, only 2 others have come close. Rose in 78, and now Molitor. On to Motown, where the Tigers have topped the charts in the American League East. Will there be a pot of gold at the end of Detroit's rainbow this season? Absolutely, say the Tigers, who have climbed to the top of the heap in the East Division with the best record in the majors.
Double play. Oh, you won't believe it. You won't believe it. Gibson has hit it out of here, and the Tigers lead it 4-1. He caught it. Can you believe it? Good play by Trammell. Got it.
Thanks to a core of familiar names, the Tigers are rolling.
I don't like names. I like pitchers.
Sparky especially likes Doyle Alexander's knack for winning in September. Since joining the Tigers, he won his first 2 games. As for the ace, Jack Morris, he's been simply divine, going 15-6 with 10 complete games. So with the 3rd best ERA in the league and 2nd best batting average, Detroit hopes to head down the pennant stretch cool, collected, and cozy in first. Now for a glorious season from the elder statesman of the Red Sox. At Fenway Park, Dewey refers, of course, to Dwight Evans, the 15-year Red Sox veteran who's enjoying the best of times.
I feel I'm more productive in the middle of the lineup, but I'm really not concerned with statistics right now. All I'm concerned about is winning games, and I feel that if you play to win, you will put good numbers on the board.
This year, Evans' numbers are steadier and better than ever. But in the past, consistency eluded the man of 1,000 stances.
I was one that did change a lot. I was searching for something that'd work for 2 weeks, then all of a sudden they'd catch on to it and I'd have to change it again. I was constantly taking extra batting practice to work on something, open my stance, close my stance, square it off, get down in the crouch, stand up straight, to adjust. And I got by with it, but I wanted something better. I thought I was a better athlete than that. I thought I was a better player.
Those words are echoed by this year's performance. A .330 average, 104 RBIs, and 30 homers.
Van goes deep to left center field, and this is gone too. Dwight Evans, another home run, the Red Sox lead. Holy crow, he did it again.
You try to use your body, you put your head on the ball, or watch the ball hit the bat is what I like to say. I shift my weight from the front to the back and then from the back to the front. And when it's right, it's effortless.
So it seems, too, is Evans' defense. One of the game's most skilled right fielders, Evans has won 8 Gold Gloves. His most dramatic moment in the field came in Game 6 of the 1975 World Series against the Reds.
Well hit, right field, deep. Evans is going back near the wall, and oh, what a catch he made! What a catch by Dwight Evans, and it's a double play.
I think the key to the outfield is to anticipate. I didn't know where I was, but I was prepared to go in the stands. I think it was probably 10, 12 feet from the fence when I did catch the ball. And then when I turned around, I didn't make a great throw. I made a strong throw, but I saw so many people over there scrambling, I didn't know who to throw it to. But I just threw it, and there was plenty of time. We doubled Griffey off, so it worked out well.
This season, Evans' transition to first base has also proved to be successful.
It wasn't whether I wanted to do it or not. The point was he asked me to do it, and I'll do what they asked me to. When you've been around for 15 years, I think that you do have a role, and that's to lead by example. Talk is cheap, doing's tough.
Time now for this week's quiz, brought to you by the 1988 Chevy full-size pickup. From the heartbeat of America, today's Chevy trucks. Houston's Nolan Ryan is enjoying the best strikeout ratio of his career, over 11 per game. What's more, the all-time strikeout leader has fanned 197 batters, 12 shy of the season mark for a pitcher age 40 or older. Now, can you name the record holder? He also threw a no-hitter. National League East. A change of perspective comes to Philadelphia. Not exactly a view from the top, but after winning 15 of 25, the late-blooming Phillies have shaken their early season woes and hope to dash into the race. Credit Mike Schmidt with helping turn Philly frustration into excitation. Much luster, too, from Von Hayes. Between them, 45 homers and 161 RBIs. Manager Lee Elia has also infused the lineup with up-and-comers like Milt Thompson, who's complemented his spiffy play in center with a hearty average of late.
He has really kicked it in and has given us everything you could want from a second hitter. He's given us the ability to steal a base and have movement. He's given us real good hitting and timely hitting, and he's given us great play in center field. And we couldn't be happier, because sometimes in a young man's career, going through a period like this of 7-8 weeks sometimes sets the tone for a pretty good career, and that's what we're hoping for.
As for Chris James, he's blossomed since Lee Elia took over the team in mid-June and put him in left field full-time. In a 9-week stretch, James crashed 13 homers while hitting above .320.
In my belly, I had a feeling that this young man might have a chance to be an everyday player. Fortunately, when I took over the ball club, I wanted to entertain that thought, and I started to piecemeal him on a more regular basis in left field, and he has responded beautifully. He's only had about 240 at-bats, but he's taken the most out of those 240 at-bats to give us enough projections where we feel that if he continues to develop, we might have ourselves a pretty good left fielder.
The Phils already have a dandy second baseman in Juan Samuel. Along with 82 RBIs, he's the first player to post double figures in homers, doubles, triples, and steals his first 4 seasons. And what of the pitching? Well, Shane Rawley leads the league in wins with a 16-6 record, already more victories than his previous season high. So keep an eye on the Phillies, playing over 500 and possibly contenders in the East Division race. Now, fans, umpire Bruce Fleming presents an editorial reply. Recently, we featured a story on Milt Pappas in which Pappas blamed Fleming for losing his perfect game, although it ended up a no-hitter.
It's a ball, and Pappas is enraged.
I had 1 ball and 2 strikes on the 27th hitter, and then Bruce Fleming, the umpire, proceeded to blow 3 straight calls.
Fleming says he simply called him as he saw him. He also feels supported by the fact that Pappas's catcher didn't argue.
All 3 pitches were in the same location, and Hundley never said a word on any of the pitches, never asked, and Hundley would scream for his pitcher if he thought you were wrong. You know, I'm not a fan, I'm an umpire, and I can't get caught up whether he pitches a no-hitter or a perfect game or whatever. My job is to call it a ball or a strike, and to keep my respect and credibility with everybody, I'm not going to give anybody anything.
Like all umpires, Fleming sometimes finds himself in the thick of turmoil. Take, for example, Game 3 of the 1973 playoffs between the Reds and the Mets.
Milner has it, throws to Buddy Harrelson, 1 to first, double play! And a fight breaks out. Pete Rose and Buddy Harrelson, both clubs spill out of the dugouts, and a wild fight is going on.
I do remember coming back to second base, and they were on the ground, and on the replays any of the replays that I saw was that Rose slid and came up, and Harrelson was no match for Pete as far as fighting.
4 years later, Fleming was embroiled in another playoff controversy, this time during a wild 9th-inning comeback by the Dodgers in Game 3 at Philadelphia.
Ground ball on Smith to Boa, a throw, yes, no, not in time. This game is tied.
It was a photo finish, and I called him safe. The Dodgers proceeded to get 3 or 4 runs in that inning and win the ball game. And my supervisor at the time was the secretary and the umpire supervisor, Fred Flagg. He said, I just want you to know we looked at the replay 12 or 14 times in the trailer, and with the slow-mo stop action, he said we still couldn't tell. And I told Mr. Flagg that I only had 1 shot at it, and what I saw, the guy was safe.
No such chaos accompanied Nolan Ryan's record 5th no-hitter in 1981. Fleming was behind the plate for that historic game and remembers it well.
It was just a normal game up till the 4th or 5th because he was really struggling. And in the end, the last 2 innings, he just challenged everybody. I mean, just here it is, hit it, and just threw it by everybody.
2 balls and no strikes to Baker, and a ground ball to third. He has got it, Art. How? He got it. Nolan Ryan. No-hitter number 5.
Whether calling a no-hitter or a routine strike 3, the intense pressure of an umpire's job seems ever present, for there's always much ado for the men in blue. Now, let's check out the answer to this week's quiz. Still knuckling after all these years, Phil Niekro is now in his 24th season, a career spent mostly with the Braves. It was with Atlanta that he threw a no-hitter in 1973. 6 years later, in '79, Niekro turned 40, and he won 20 games. He also struck out 208 batters, the record for a pitcher age 40 or older. There's something more to this than meets the eye. What you see is not always what you get. Don't believe me? See for yourself.
Breaking ball. It's fair. Van Slyke around first, on his way to second. The ball girl's out to get the ball.
Oh, dear.
Oh. Look at Andy.
Oh, dear. It's embarrassing. It really is.
Look, you can't always get what you want. I mean, I know how enticing a foul ball can be, but sometimes even major leaguers fail in their pursuit. Hold on, fella. Seems the fickle finger of fate has now befallen those in fair territory as well. Oh, no, not this again. Can't you see no one catches anything in this feature? Shh. Don't give the ending away. They'll figure it out soon enough. Okay, here comes the finale. Now, here's what I call perseverance. Well, keep the camera rolling, kid. Next up, great plays guaranteed to capture your fancy. So now, watch them capture the ball. Starting with the White Sox, Ozzie Guillen. Atlanta's Gerald Perry. The Cardinals' Jose Oquendo. Bill Doran, Astros. Cincinnati's Eric Davis. Pittsburgh's Al Pedrique. Tracy Woodson, Dodgers. Greg Brock, Milwaukee. Phil Garner, Dodgers, bringing a change in tempo. Andy Van Slyke, Pittsburgh. The Phillies' Wally Ritchie, off the mound and on his back. Kansas City's Ross Jones to George Brett. Kelly Gruber, Toronto. Rob Deere, Brewers. Houston's Ken Caminiti, barehanded. And with his back to the plate, the Yankees' Claudell Washington, over and out. Time now for This Week in Baseball's Flashback, brought to you by Gatorade, thirst aid for that deep down body thirst. The 1956 World Series between the Yankees and Dodgers tied 2-2. October 8th, Game 5 at Yankee Stadium, 64,000 on hand. Don Larsen recovers from a poor outing in Game 2 to pitch the only perfect game in series history.
The hardest hit ball, I thought, was Jackie Robinson leading off the second inning. He lined the ball to Andy Carey playing third, and he knocked it down. It rode to McDougal, and Gill threw him out at first base. You know, boom, boom.
On his way to a 2-0 win, Larsen threw only 97 pitches, and the only batter to reach a 3-ball count was Pee Wee Reese.
I think I was the only guy that took the count 3-2 on him. And if I'm not mistaken, I may have struck out, to tell you the truth. But Don had good control that day, and they made some good plays. But you have to have a little luck to pitch a perfect game.
Well, there was about 2 or 3 plays made in that game. McDougal made a good play, and Andy Carey made a good play. That was probably one of the best catches I ever made. It was Gil Hodges hit the ball, I remember. He must have hit it 440 feet. It didn't quite get to the warning track in left center, but it was right at the warning track. Probably the best catch I'd ever made in my life.
With a no wind-up delivery, Larsen just breezed along with remarkable control. But came the 9th, he felt so weak in the knees he thought he would faint.
I knew it was a no-hitter. Probably the pressure started getting to me probably after the 7th inning. I punched Mickey a little bit. I tapped him. I says, look at the scoreboard, Mick. I said, wouldn't it be something 2 more innings to go? Everybody clammed up. Everybody's afraid the same thing as a jinx, you know, and I don't like that because it made me nervous. Nobody would talk to me.
Now, with 1 out to go, pinch hitter Dale Mitchell came up. A one-time American leaguer, he was no stranger to catcher Yogi Berra.
I call all fastballs on Dale Mitchell because I knew, you know, Dale was kind of a slapper. He liked to hit the ball all over. A breaking ball, I didn't want to give him anything soft to hit.
Larson went to a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes on Mitchell.
Yankee Stadium shivering in its concrete foundation right now. Got it!
When Pinella called that 3rd strike on Mitchell, you never saw a happier guy. You saw how he jumped on Don Larson. He carried me off like I was a little baby.
He was about 190-some pounds with that, you know, equipment. So my mind sort of went blank when he hit me like that. I probably haven't woke up yet. Maybe I never want to.
Weren't you aware that you had a no-hitter?
Oh, I don't know what I was thinking about. I just wanted to win that ball game so bad I could taste it.
What did Yogi say to you when he jumped on you at the end of the game?
I don't remember.
Larson's perfect game sparked the Yankees to their 7th World Championship in 10 years. That's all for now, folks. See you next week on This Week in Baseball.